Hello everyone and welcome back to Harvest Moon Wonderful Life Special Edition. This is Showboat and today we'll be starting up the last day of fall. No, I don't need to save before going to bed, thanks. And all that jazz. Alright, so today I am actually feeling a heck of a lot better. Every day has been an improvement from my cold. But today is the best. Today being actually Martin Luther King Day for me in the US. Though this video will go up the next day, which will be the first day of classes for me. So by the time you see this video, I'll have had my first class of the semester. Hi. Morning. So, I received a comment, apparently 7 hours ago, but for me it was this morning, that states that the series has become boring when I started talking too much about my life. Well, I started talking about my life a long time ago. See, that's the point of the point of the series is that this is a vlog. If you think it's boring, stop watching it. It's that simple. They said they thought it was better when I was just talking about what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and all that other stuff. Thing is, that became boring for me a very long time ago. We're doing the exact same thing every day, so if you want a recap of what we do every day, we start off, we forage the stuff around the farm, we water the tree, because we added the tree. We water the tree. I suppose I need to also check on the ducks, because we have 2 ducks, see if they need feeding, which will be fairly soon, within the next day or 2, and then we go over and we milk our cows, and feed our cows. And after that, we get on our horse and we forage around the town. We grab all the flowers and the other forageable items. Well, most of them, anyway. They seem very happy, but they're very, very angry all of the time. I don't know. I don't really understand why. They just are. So we feed the cows. Give them their fodder. We milk this particular cow. And then we head outside and we begin foraging stuff. Although I should try to see if I can make it into Romana's house in time so that she can give me my freaking better watering can. That would be amazing. Although I doubt I could make it in time. Let's see. And then the rest of the day is just me going through and foraging. And then if possible, well, what I had been doing was fishing for the rest of the day and only doing 1 day per video, but these days I actually want to make progress, so we skip the fishing and instead we just go to sleep until 6 p.m. so that I can milk the cow a second time and then go to bed and start the next day. And we do everything all over again. It's just that simple, really. It's a very simple thing that we're doing, and the reasons why we're doing this is because there's really not much else to do for the remainder of this entire chapter. To be completely honest, this entire chapter is a complete and utter waste of time. On all fronts. Its sole purpose is to show you your child as a toddler. And that's it. That's all it is. Hi. Hi. Yeah, sure. When I'm free, I'll come visit all the time until you give me my stupid ass watering can. So let's do this. So the main reason why, I've already gone through everything that I do in the day. That's everything, literally. And it has been 5 minutes in this video that will surely be over half an hour long, or close to it. Which is why I spend the rest of the time in vlog mode, talking about what I've been doing and all that, talking about my life. This whole series is about the vlogging. That's why I record it when I do, a day in advance. If it was about actually focusing purely on getting through the game at a decent pace, focusing only on everything that we can possibly do in a day, and all that sort of stuff, I would record several videos at a time in a big group and then upload them throughout the week, and then I'd have no interaction whatsoever. And thus, I am recording, and for the longest time at the beginning of the series, when this series was posted every other day, I would record it every other day, and that would give me a chance to actually vlog and talk about things during the downtime, because all Harvest Moon games are focused around the concept of a routine, and repeating that same routine over and over and over again. No, you get up now. Don't know why that animation exists, to be completely honest. And it's all just to move him over just a little bit so I can get access to these. Ay, ay, ay. So anyway, the other thing is that during my vlogging, I will make comments on what I'm doing. So if you, like, skip ahead through the vlogging type stuff, then you miss out on the comments on what I'm doing. It's just that simple. Because I do talk about what I'm doing. It's not like I am completely leaving people out of the loop with what I'm doing. It's just I mention it while I'm doing the vlogging type stuff. It's simple, really. So, speaking of vlogging type stuff, what went on this past day for me? Because this gets recorded in the morning time on the day that I record it. So, what did I do yesterday, Sunday? Worked on my research, as I said I would do. Well, really, what I did was I modified photos in preparation for making additional figures. That was basically it. I chose the photos and then I edited them in Photoshop, and yeah. The photos need to be resized, and they also need to be grayscaled. A number of them need to have their scale bars removed, ones that I took under the microscope. It's a fairly simple process in total. It takes about 5 minutes per picture. The thing is, when there's a bunch of pictures, it can take quite a bit of time. So, that was the extent of the research work that I did. I streamed Kerbal Space Program for a little over 3 hours, for the primary reason that I was doing a mission to the planet of Eve and its moon Gilly. I sent a probe out to those far reaches close to the sun, and yeah. And for those who don't know, Eve in Kerbal Space Program is the analog of Venus. It's essentially a Venus-type planet. It is larger than Kerman, which is the Earth analog. It's larger and it has... Could you not do that stupid animation, please? Thank you. Right. It's larger and it has a really thick, very extremely thick atmosphere, like Venus. And it has one little rock as a moon that you can visit. So I did all of that. I visited the moon, and then I landed on Eve with an unmanned probe. And that took 3 hours and 15 minutes total. After which I took the rest of the day off and watched anime, basically. I watched the rest of the fall season for blah 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 for Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Watched the rest of the fall season of that. Watched the rest of the fall season of Heavy Object, and watched the rest of the fall season for World Sugar. In fact, I actually watched all of the episodes for that up to episode 62, which was like 8 in a row, or 9 in a row, actually, I got through yesterday. Of course, I watched all these while sped up to 1.5 times as fast, or something like that, or 2. And that's the extent of what I did yesterday, so thus, vlog time is basically over. And we haven't even gotten to, uh-oh. No! Why? I am angry. I am angry. This is the type of thing that made me stop this series in the very first place. When I was playing on the GameCube version of the game, it was this type of thing that made me stop playing that series. And at the time, there was the reasoning behind it was that I had a bad disc. It was producing, it was like scratched up and producing disc read errors. With this version of the game being digital on the PlayStation 3, this of course being the PlayStation 2 version of the game, there is no excuse. It just does this. And apparently it does this even if you have the disc version of the game on the PlayStation 2. So, you know what? For the purpose of it, well, for the reasoning that this has become a boring series, where all I talk about is vlogs type stuff, because, to be honest, there's nothing really to talk about otherwise, and that this would be an extremely long series to manage to get through the whole 10 years. And because this keeps happening, where I am constantly losing progress for no fault of my own, I'm going to be ending this series right now. This series is over. I am not going to put up with a game that does this. It's literally done this. Oh, I can't even count how many times this particular game has frozen on me throughout the course of this particular series, let alone when I tried playing the original version on the GameCube. I enjoyed this game very much when I first started playing it many years ago. And I wanted to try to get... And I never actually got through the full 10 years. Never once have I gotten through the full 10 years. And it's crap like this that keeps me from doing so, even to this very day. So, I'm ending this series. We're done. I'm done with this series. I am done. That's the important thing. I am done with this series. If you're playing along at home, keep going. If you can manage to get through all of the crashes that I'm sure you also have. I am done. I am not going to continue wasting my time dealing with these crashes when we could be playing something completely different where I would actually be able to talk about what's going on in the game more so than what's going on in my life. So, this is it. It's over. I'm done. I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Showboat, and I will see you on a different series.